Imagine this. You're watching a crime unfold right in front of you. No actors, no second takes, no dramatic voiceovers. Just raw reality. That's what Crime in Progress is all about. And it's why everyone's talking about it. It only launched this year, but already it's got its viewers hooked. Still, there's a bigger question we need to ask. Is this show giving us the truth about crime and justice? Or is it just turning real-life tragedy into entertainment? And as we look at episodes like Nowhere to Hide, House of Secrets, and Mother's Nightmare, we have to wonder, are we witnessing accountability or voyeurism? Are we learning about justice or just consuming trauma? Let's break it down. So here's the deal. Crime in Progress started in January 2026, and it's not your typical crime show. Each episode takes you from the very first 911 call all the way to the courtroom. No narrator telling you what to think, no reenactments, just the actual footage. Body cams, dash cams, surveillance clips, the real stuff. Episode 1, Nowhere to Hide, shows a routine traffic stop in New Mexico that suddenly spirals out of control when an officer loses radio contact. You're sitting there, watching it unfold, and you can feel the tension building with every second. Episode 3, Manhunt in Georgia, is another standout. A suspect on the run, officers chasing him through back roads and neighborhoods, all captured on dash cams and surveillance. No commentary, no edits to soften the blow, just the chase, raw and unfiltered. Then came Episode 4, also Manhunt in Georgia, but this time the pursuit escalates across state lines. It's relentless, and you're left asking yourself, how much of this is about justice? And how much is about spectacle? Episode 5, House of Secrets, takes us inside a suburban home where hidden evidence reveals shocking truths. It's eerie, unsettling, and it raises a tough question. When private pain becomes public footage, are we crossing a line? And Episode 6, Mother's Nightmare, is perhaps the most emotional yet. A kidnapping case unfolds, and you see the toll it takes on families. It's raw, it's heartbreaking, and it forces us to ask, should we even be watching this? And that's the hook of the show. You're not just watching a crime drama, you're dropped right into the middle of it. So why is this show blowing up? 3 words: authenticity, suspense, and ethics. Authenticity first. People are tired of scripted drama. They want reality, and this show delivers it. No filters, no spin. Then there's suspense. Every decision feels like it could change everything. An officer hesitates, a suspect bolts, a courtroom goes silent, and you're holding your breath right along with them. And finally, ethics. This is where things get messy. Are we learning about the realities of policing, or are we just consuming trauma as entertainment? That's the debate. Compared to older shows like Cops or Live PD, Crime in Progress feels different. It doesn't tell you what to think. It just shows you. And that's powerful, but also controversial. Some fans call it groundbreaking transparency. Others say it's exploitative. One review praised it as the most honest crime show ever made. Another warned it was trauma packaged for prime time. Here's the bigger picture. In the US and UK, people are fascinated by transparency in policing. But transparency isn't simple. Does showing raw footage help accountability? Or does it invade privacy? Does it educate us about justice? Or does it desensitize us to violence? As we watch officers make split-second choices, we're forced to ask ourselves, are we witnesses or are we just consumers? And that brings us back to the questions we started with. Is Crime in Progress teaching us about justice, or is it just turning tragedy into spectacle? Are we learning something, or are we crossing a line? Here's the truth. On one hand, Crime in Progress gives us something we've never had before: complete transparency, no filters, no spin. That matters. But on the other hand, it risks crossing a line. These are real people, real pain, real consequences. And when those moments are packaged for TV, the line between truth and spectacle gets blurry. Maybe the answer isn't in the footage itself, but in how we choose to watch it. Do we treat it as entertainment or as a sobering reminder of how fragile the line between order and chaos really is? So what do you think? Is crime in progress a step toward truth or a step too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because in the end, the verdict isn't just in the courtroom. It's in how we, the audience, choose to judge. If you enjoyed this episode and want more deep dives into popular shows, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more stories to light.